Hi, welcome to my channel. So I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I decided to put the subscribers that I can see. It doesn't show me my subscribers unless your YouTube is public. So whoever's got public subscriptions, I can draw from and get you a free reading. So let's pick one. All right, we're gonna do free reading for Morningstar J-Lo. Morningstar J-Lo. 6785. Sweet. And no rules against getting two in a row. So if you ever get picked twice in a row. I'm working on being more consistent with my channel, so I'd like to have that. I'd like to do these subscriber spotlights every Friday. I missed last Friday, but that's okay. I'm going to do it now. All right. So J-Lo, Morningstar. Let me, hold on one sec. Let me look on my phone real quick. Light some Palo Santo. I should probably write, like, if there's a first name on those. Give me one sec. View channel, view subs. Morningstar. Jade, yeah. So Jade, this reading is for you. And I should light my candle back. Ooh. I was like not paying attention and shoved the Palo Santo into the tea light. So I couldn't even, I put out the light. All right, Jade. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for connecting me with Jade in this space. So crazy. Thanks to the internet, we have the opportunity to connect with people we never otherwise would have. But I ask that you would just bless her with messages of hope, healing, courage, strength. You know exactly what she's facing in her life right now. And I ask that you would just flood her cells with your love and bind any negative energy, anything that exalts itself against the true nature of who you are, Holy Spirit. And we loose the supernatural power of your love, your joy, your peace to flood through every fiber of Jade's being, body, soul, spirit, heart, mind, will, and emotions. All right, let's start with some tea leaves, Jade. Ooh, this one, I want to grab it. One more. All right. On the bottom of the deck. A stubborn and aggressive person, and we have a bull. We've got a ram and a bull. And it says, do not back down. If you hear in the background also, my daughter's watching, what is it called, Victoria? Bride Wars. So if you hear a faint sound in the background, I don't have in my own studio space. I'm in the kitchen. So that's what's going on. But anyway, we have a stubborn, aggressive person, and then it says, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So there could be some kind of stubborn person you're dealing with. Don't back down. Do not lower your standards. Actually, I think I just did a pick-a-pile reading that had all these cards in it. It said don't back down and don't be tempted to lower your standards. We have butterfly, a change for the better. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end. And usually that's what transformation is, right? When we go through something usually painful, not usually something that we necessarily choose, but we always seem to come out better, right? So don't lower your standards. Don't give in to whatever stubborn energy is out there trying to like hook you, reel you, or engage you and bring you down lower to their level. Just rise above. You beautiful creature, you. You're in the midst of transformation right now. And this, I believe, is like a time card, like a month of the year. February, my birthday month. Any Aquarius out there? Hats off to my fellow Aquas. Or Pisces. I think Pisces is also in February. It's tail end. Okay, so maybe this transformation wraps up in February. I don't know. Let's also, while I'm thinking of it, let's have these little odds and ends. My actual charms and my studio lights, all my studio stuff is in suitcases, but we're making do. Oh, that eggplant cracks me up every time. Every single time. And we got 2 donuts. Not 1, but 2. That's so cute. So we have a little... Here, I'll show you. We've got a little unicorn donut. It's all glittery and sparkly. And then just like a chocolate sprinkles donut. And a big giant eggplant. So we'll just keep these in mind as we do your reading. And an alien. So... We got some sweetness, some healthy vegetables or other, and then something about maybe feeling, left out, or maybe not left out, but just like you've never quite fit in. We'll see. We'll see what the cards bring up. All right, Jade. You know what? Since the alien is making me want to use my sci-fi deck. So what do we want? What message do we have for Jade? Show me the recent past for Jade. And what's coming on the horizon? The road? Gosh, so many reversals, Jade. And then the mountain. And the sunrise. I'm kind of curious. This was the bottom. What is this? 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So we'll just keep this in mind. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse is like financial dependence. But we're not done. So it's not technically the bottom card of the deck because we have 1 more card to pull. Show me the sunrise for Jade. Sunrise, sunrise. Great. Now I want to see Norah Jones. Okay, drum roll, please. The Star in reverse. Okay, this is going to be an interesting read. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. And I'm having trouble with lighting. So if I get too close to the camera, it doesn't light it up. Adventure of the Spirit. We have this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a masculine energy who's pretty fucking full of himself. Pretty cocky. Very magnetic, charming, usually very attractive. And the Moon in reverse. So something about a truth coming to light or a revelation of maybe some kind of emotional state with the Chariot. So somebody could be, because the bottom of the deck signifies what you don't see coming. So you could have a masculine coming in pretty quick, maybe confessing something to you, something, I don't think it's anything bad. I think it's got to do with some kind of hidden feelings or hidden emotions. So just be mindful of that. Wow, yeah. I mean, they are breaking free from something here at the Devil in reverse. There's sadness, isolation, loneliness, and 10 of Cups in reverse. It's divorce, separation. So take it as it resonates. Toss what doesn't. We're just pulling cards for funsies. Your recent past. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have in the recent past 4 Wands and Justice in reverse. We know Justice in reverse signifies injustice, a wrongdoing, some kind of something that was not right, I don't know whether you were like a victim of this, dishonesty, failure to take responsibility. 4 of Wands is usually like happy family, or the card that signifies, there's 2 cards in the deck that signify weddings. This is one of them, or marriage. So happy family, family celebrations, or literally marriage. So I don't know if you've ever been married, Jade, or what this is signifying, or maybe this isn't your marriage, somebody else's marriage, but there's some kind of injustice or dishonesty here in the past in regards to some kind of union. And I just saw in my mind's eye this deck, so we're going to actually pull a love card on that past situation. Do you have any clue, Spirit, for this Four of Wands and the injustice in the past for Jade? Reunion. Oof. Honeymoon on the bottom of the deck. Wow. Then maybe this is you. Maybe you were in a high level of commitment or union with someone and they fucked it up and they're coming back around, which would definitely fall in line with this Chariot and this Knight of Wands trying to come back into your sphere or your vortex, and try to rekindle things with you. Interesting. Let's not guess. Let's actually dive in deeper. And I'm also being brought back to mind the flag. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. So if this is somebody trying to come back into your life and spark a reunion with you, really weigh the pros and cons and don't allow yourself to be hoovered. Like I've got ink on my fingers. Don't allow yourself to be sucked back into a situation that's just going to repeat patterns from the past. But we're going to find out some more details on that. Show me right now the past, this reunion, this injustice, this Four of Wands for Jade. What's this about? Okay, something you broke free from. The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Devil. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm getting a sense that you should not go back to that. If somebody from your past is trying to hoover you back in. Yeah, nightmares. This is the Nine of Cups in reverse. You saw the truth of the situation. So don't sacrifice all the blood, sweat, and tears that you've already invested in getting healing from this past situation. You saw the truth. You finally got clarity on a pattern, a set of patterns that kept you imprisoned. This is devil energy. It's negative patterns. Eight of Swords. It's taking back your freedom, breaking free. This is not an easy thing to do because when you're stuck in a situation that just repeats, it feels fucking hopeless. And just don't forget that. Don't forget the dark times. And that's what Spirit wants to remind you of, the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is like the opposite of your dreams being fulfilled. It's the absolute opposite. It's somebody dangling it and giving you a taste of your dreams and then yanking the rug out from underneath you. Don't go back to that. I don't care what this person says to try to reel you back in. Stand your ground. Don't back down. Show strength and fortitude and do not lower your standards. Coming up in the near future. Oh, and I see that you are successful. You are successful at turning down whoever's trying to come back around and reel you back in. Because this is the road. This is the in-between between the past and what's coming right around the corner. This is emotional detachment. So that's fan-fucking-tastic. I am really happy to see that. Oh, no, it's not. Shoot. The Two of Swords in reverse is emotional detachment. My bad. Sorry. I just realized it's the Two of Wands in reverse. So this is actually not emotional detachment. My advice to you is to detach emotionally and do not go back. Don't go backwards. Never go backwards. Keep moving forward. So Two of Wands in reverse represents a few options, fearing the unknown. So yes, you saw the truth of the situation, but maybe currently where you are right now is you're feeling like you missed out on your chance at love. That could be how you're feeling right now. And what's coming right up around the corner is basically these are pretty close, hand in hand, right? The past is subjective. It could be 5 seconds ago, 5 days ago, 5 weeks ago. It could be any time before this exact moment. But, excuse me, I need a drink. What's coming in the near future is the Queen of Wands in reverse. And this, in reverse, she's jealous, insecure. She's not operating from a place of emotional, mental stability. She's basing her worth off of how others view her or how others treat her. And so seeing these together makes me think this person really fucked you up, And have you ever seen those reels or articles about narcissism and how women who survive like domestic violence or like narcissistic relationships, it changes their brain. They've done MRIs on survivors, and it literally like fucks you up. And it's not pretend. It's not anything to take lightly. It's real. And unless you go through it, you don't understand, And I can say personally, I've tasted every flavor of narcissist out there. So yeah, my brain's a little wonky, but I understand. I understand the pull, the magnetism to go backwards and to believe the best in someone and to believe that they match, your level of investment in the connection, when really they never loved you, and all they ever did was study you and glean as much knowledge and information from you. You're just poured out your heart because you want to be transparent and honest and real. And meanwhile, this narcissist is just collecting, bullets, ammunition to use against you later. It's not out of love. It's just data collection, right? So that they can create their perfect mask and reel you in and trick you into thinking that you found your divine counterpart. And then once they know they have you, they discard you, and it's usually on an important date, a birthday, and an anniversary. It's a really pain. The discard is so painful, and they just treat you less than trash. And then once they see you gaining your healing, your power back, then they reel you back in. So I'm sure you're well aware of that cycle, but that's what I think is going on here. So if you're currently feeling a lot of self-doubt and feeling like you really missed out, if you find yourself ruminating over the past, I really want to encourage you, like, you will heal from this, and life does get beautiful again. And I see that as your challenge, actually, with the Queen of Cups as your mountain position. This is your challenge, is to really embrace self-love and to realize that the love that you are, because it's your identity, the outpouring of love that you are, is not a mistake. It's never a mistake to be love, show love, give love. Don't harden your heart. Your challenge is to realize that because you exist, your counterpart exists. There is somebody out there who will match what you offer, who will match who you are without you even having to try, without you even having to blink or think twice. So your challenge is to really embrace that knowledge. But let's go ahead and let's dive into this. Look, life does get sweet again. And maybe this is part of the reason you keep going back to the past. Maybe you'll have a really strong, passionate connection there. Maybe you have a great sex life, that's all I'm saying. But great sex is not the same as great connection and being respected, Like, if somebody doesn't respect you, they don't love you. I stand firmly behind that. You can't love somebody without having respect for them. So let's see. We're going to do the tattoo deck, yeah. Show me, Holy Spirit, can you show me for Jade what's up with these feelings of like, feeling like she missed the boat, she missed out, feelings of low self-worth, a feeling like this jealous, insecure vibe. What is this Queen of Wands in reverse? And what is this Two of Wands in reverse? Oh, a bunch fell out. Five of Pentacles, feeling rejected, feeling left out in the cold, feeling just discarded and unwanted, and just this just confirms I'm right on the money with what I'm talking about. And you are desperately in need of rest, mental peace. This is about finding peace. And the Hangman in reverse. I actually forgot what that one is. Hold on, let me have a little cheat sheet. Let me find it somewhere. Oh, negative patterns, no solution, stagnation. Yeah, so you've been stuck in a loop. This karmic pattern, like with this person. And you really need to fight for your peace. And I know you're feeling completely hopeless right now and like just so unloved, unlovable. I know what you're feeling. But this, once you can acquire absolute peace in your heart and mind and knowledge that you are enough and that no one else's opinion of you fucking matters, you guard that with your life. And I really feel like you're on the way to that because we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is overcoming, this is This is pain, sadness, failure. I was thinking it was the Nine of Swords in reverse. But you could be on your way because we have a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wise in the end. And with the butterfly, I think in the next 6 months, if you can stay clear of this toxic poison, I think you will come full. Stop your whining. Lily's whining. You'll come full circle and stand back in your power. So this reading is actually really timely to remind you not to slide backwards. Yeah. You feel like you've missed an opportunity for love. But, Four of Cups in reverse. This is all about overcoming that pain, overcoming that sadness, the hopelessness, the feeling of like, I'm always going to be alone. Like this is taking action, moving forward, and literally pulling out a new beginning out of your ass. And then this person's going to sniff that out. They're going to smell your success. They're going to smell your healing and come flying in, right? So that's why it's super, super important to cut these people off completely on every platform. Do not give them a window into your life in any way, shape, or form. They're dangerous. They are literally destroyers, parasites. I've recently had to cut a parasite out of my life, and it's been a nightmare. And I still don't think I have completely, but I just keep doing energetic like cord cuttings. But the higher you vibrate, like the more you work on your own self-worth and your own self-love and self-acceptance and eating clean food and things that are grounding out nature or exercise, all the things that even listening to subliminals while you sleep or binaural beats. I don't know if I said that right, but like solfeggio tones. You can literally raise your frequency to where those cockroaches aren't even able to reach you on any level because you've risen so high. You know what I mean? And I see this happening for you because the Ace of Pentacles is all about a brand new start, a brand new beginning. It's super abundant, prosperous, like the best. This is like the best ace, unless you're looking for like love. But I mean, who says like abundance isn't love either, you know? But Ace of Cups is like all about like emotional fulfillment, new lover. But this is new beginnings, prosperity, gain, stability, abundance, overcoming sadness, overcoming depression, taking action. So you are on the cusp of completely healing from the past. The only danger that I see is this person coming back in and trying to suck you back into their little toxic games. And maybe they're going to try by, you know, using sexual advances or reminding you of like your chemistry there, but none of that matters. It's your peace. You need to protect your peace at all costs. The challenge again is the Queen of Cups energy. And this is all about, this is just super feminine energy, being loving, warm, kind, sensitive. So I don't think you're not a loving, kind, warm, sensitive person. I think that you are. I think this is absolutely your nature. But the shit from the past has flipped your energy into to jealous, insecure. And I think your challenge is to not harden your heart. Keep your heart soft, open. You know, none of that reflects on who you are. All of that from the past reflects on who they are. And those are takers. Those are predators. That's not someone who's even capable of loving themselves. How can they love anyone else? So just remind yourself who you are. Once you stand solid on your identity, nothing can shake you. You're a high-value woman full of love and kindness and warmth and compassion. Let's see. What can you show me about this challenge with the Queen of Cups for Jade? Look at that. Queen of, you can't make this shit up. Same card as where you are now. Queen of Wands in reverse. Jealous, insecure, feeling maybe you want revenge, you know, just really hurt. You're really hurt. But the truth is, you are a soft, gooey donut of sweetness and glitter. And you're a unicorn, you know? And you're rare. You're fucking rare. You're one of a kind. So your challenge is to remember who you are, This is not who you are. It's okay to feel these feelings. Like you're having a natural emotional reaction to being devalued and discarded. But Spirit is asking you to hold your center. Stay in a place of peace. Like peace keeps coming up. Peace, peace, peace. Do not stoop to their level. Hold your ground. Stand your ground. Show strength, fortitude. Look forward. Do not look to the past. Keep looking forward. This is asking you to release self-doubt or feelings of regret. And try your best to look forward to a better day, leave the past in the past, and step forward into the unknown, holding peace as your center, and remembering who the fuck you are. And the bottom of the deck is the devil in reverse, or not in reverse, but the devil. Yeah, remember who you are. Remember you don't deserve to be in this situation. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get what you've always got. So it's time to break those chains. Look at her riding off in the sunset. Take action towards your future. Don't go backwards. Yeah, look, Lovers in reverse. It's unrequited love, one-sided love, anguish, despair. Run as far away from that as you possibly can. You already know what you're going to get if you go backwards. So when this person comes rushing in, offering you all kinds of new promises and offering the world and all their fake empathy and their fake, just no. Just stand your ground and say no. No, thank you. And the outcome is the Star in reverse. This is focusing on the negative, despair, lack of hope. So let's see I want to dive into that. Why is the Star in reverse here for Jade? What can you show me about the Star in reverse? This deck isn't very, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I need to go through them and like bend them up and crinkle them. Show me the Star. Okay, I'm going to get a different deck. I'm being told to take one rando out of here. Okay. This one. But we're going to get a different deck also. Crown. I understand. Divine wisdom. Crown chakra. So I think what I'm getting from this when I look at this, the purple reminds me of royalty, and I think this is speaking to your identity and knowing that you are rooted in love. See the roots growing deep, and the crown, wisdom, divine wisdom, really tapping into just that deep knowing, like not ignoring the whispers of your intuition. That's going to really help you. And look, we have a butterfly on the bottom of the deck. This is the Fool. It's all about taking a leap of faith into the unknown, not going backwards into the known. You already know what the past holds for you. So let's find out more about this. Focusing on the negative for your outcome here, the Star in reverse. A Peace card, again, the same Four of Swords. Finding your peace, finding your center. Nine of Wands, protecting your peace at all costs. Perseverance, stamina, courage, standing your ground. Literally what this says, stand your ground. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Show strength, show fortitude, protect your peace. Don't focus on the negative, focus on where you're going. Focus on the future you. Confinement. Sorry, I felt called to grab a card off the top of a deck I have. You feel so alone right now. Maybe. I mean, take what resonates. But if I feel like this is like the little girl in you. The part of you that you hide from your friends, from your family. Maybe you put on a brave front. I just heard like laughter and comic. Like, I feel like maybe you're the funny one. Maybe you hide behind humor. You like to make everyone else laugh. It makes you feel good, and like I'm the same way. I always find fulfillment in making people laugh, and I make fun of myself, and I just love to shock people with things that I say. And I've been a bartender my whole life, so I'm good at storytelling. But it's like underneath all of that, there's this little girl who just feels totally fucking alone. And maybe you resonate with this. And maybe that little girl can't help but focus on the negative because that's all she's known is she's just, been abandoned over and over and over again. But you're being asked to go inside, hold her hand, let her know that she's not alone anymore. Bring her some balloons, do something for your inner child. Find that peace. Look there's 2 little floaties. You and your little inner you could just chill out. Chillax, relax. Find a place that is just for you. Find your center. Hold on to that peace and don't ever fucking let it go. And remember who the fuck you are. You're royalty. We're going to grab a love and affirmation deck. And then I also want to do self-love. All right, for Jade, what do we got? To close her out. Oh, we got a couple. We got wisdom. It's interesting. You have wisdom here as well. It says monkey business and bananas on those books. But wisdom, it says, with every relationship, I gain invaluable wisdom. I'm continually learning which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. In that sense, even failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound? It sucks that we have to go through such, seemingly such massive failures or painful situations, but we do learn a lot. And I firmly believe the more failed it's perceived, or the deeper the pain, or I'm so embarrassed by my last thing, but the more traumatic, the more fucked up it is, I feel like the higher the acceleration, the faster you grow. You know what I mean? It's kind of like equal amounts of pain to hyper growth. And it says, wait and see. Thoughts love to wander into assumptions and race ahead to the future. But what if you told them to cool their jets and chill a sec? Today, you get to put your mental chatter on pause. Take a breath and simply wait and see how things play out before you let your mind run a marathon of imagined scenarios. Wait, and you'll see that waiting and seeing was a lot more productive than wondering and worrying. Insert audible sigh of relief here. So just wait and see. Let time do its thing. I grabbed some self-love cards, but one of the initial cards came with me. So we have Z. Maybe Z's. Get some rest. Get some Z's. Go to the zoo. Or maybe this Z could signify an initial for someone. I don't know. But I don't believe in accidents. But I really feel like in your message here, there's a real big, heavy emphasis on finding your rest and peace. Okay, one final message for Jade. We got 2. I am loved, loving, and lovable. I am perfect exactly as I am. I am perfect. No one else is me, and that is my superpower. 33333 on the clock, right when I said that. So that's for you, Jade. I hope that something in here touched your heart, or gave you peace, or gave you answers. Thank you for being a subscriber. And I don't know, I don't get any comments much, so I don't really know who actually watches my stuff, but I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So yeah. And if anybody watched this and got something out of Jade's reading for themselves personally, just drop a comment. If you're not a subscriber, just go ahead and subscribe. Make sure your profile's public so that I can add you to my Friday Spotlight. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And stay strong. Bye.